The Distinguished Service Award is the highest honor that Farm Bureau bestows upon an individual. We reserve this honor for someone who has truly made a difference in the lives of Mississippi farmers. Preston Sullivan has been actively farming for nearly half a century on a farm that his family has owned since the 1860s.
I'm in the cow business and have been in it all my life. So I got cows, brood cows, and cows and calves. And we have row crop land, which we rent out, our row crop land. And we have some timberland. And we're in the process now of doing some first thinning on some timberland.
When his grandfather decided to retire, he sold the land to Preston and his brother.
I got the cattle too, and they sold them to me on credit in 1973. Unfortunately, in 1974, the cattle prices crashed because we had this deal. Ag Commissioner at the time, Mr. Jim Buck Ross, had a program, you know, 1 million more cows by 74, 1 million more by 74. So we reached that number. But in the meantime, things crashed too, you know. So Papa financed the cows for me, and I had those payments. Bottom line is, I still had to make those payments because I had to make up the difference with a good bean crop, which I had. So it kind of taught me you need to be diversified.
In addition to being a well-respected farmer, Preston also represents Chickasaw County in the state legislature, serving on several committees, including being chairman of the Agriculture Committee.
The legislature has been a good experience for me. I had some experience in government before that time. I was a county supervisor one time, and I served on the school board for years, on the Farm Bureau County Board and Water Association Board. So legislature it's just kind of a bigger picture of all that, really. So I had a good working relationship with everybody, and Farm Bureau and all the other ag organizations.
He has shepherded many important issues through the legislative process.
We had the agritourism bill, which I think was a good bill, dealing with the liability part of that. We had some things that came in to where these folks could actually have a business like that. It's going to be some things coming on down the road. It was back then about immigrant labor. So it's a pretty tough issue, and we may have to address that again, at some time in the legislature.
The Sullivan family has been members of Farm Bureau for more than 60 years, and this close working relationship has paid dividends.
Farm Bureau has always been good to work with. The Federation's always had people in place, you know, that you could work with and get along with, and they speak for the farmer, and they know the issues, you know, that the farmers are facing mainly. So I've always had a good relationship with them and my county Farm Bureau. I'm just on the county board of directors right now, but years and years ago, I was a county president, years and years ago. Back, I think I was something like 35 years old, and all the directors were like from 55 to 75, you know. So anyway, they put me in there as the president. But we had a good time with those guys, we did.
As with any successful person, it's not accomplished on your own.
I have to say that my wife has stuck with me through all this, through the thick and thin. I'll have to give her credit for that. And a lot of times, you know, back in '74, it was kind of hard to pay the light bill with the cows, so she made up the difference there. She had a public job, and she hung with it. And her and my family have all supported me. I'm just proud to be here south of Oklahoma, where I can get up every morning and look across that prairie out there. And I just love this place. I do.
And so, for his long career of unselfishly giving of himself to the people of Chickasaw County and to Mississippi agriculture, Farm Bureau chooses to bestow its highest honor, the Distinguished Service Award, to Preston Sullivan of Okolona.
Thank you, Mr. McCormick. It is an high honor for me to be here with you today. All of y'all, I'm sure most of you in the audience know Brother Greg Gibson. Brother Greg Gibson got me to say more on that video than I've said in 2 years. He really did. He has a knack for that, along with Miss Glenda Phillips. You know, she comes around, she can make you say things too. But folks, I really thank you from the bottom of my heart for this award, just to be associated with people like Jolynn Mitchell and Mr. Jan Hill and those kind of people. I tell you, in life, you know, you got some roads that you take, and it's your choice. So being associated with Farm Bureau and the folks in Farm Bureau, the Federation, the people that make it up, has been something I've always thought pretty high of, and I'm glad I chose that road to be with y'all, because I am one of y'all, and I thank you, and may God bless all of you.